Ollie, welcome to Wrexham AFC. How are you feeling?
Yeah, delighted. It's been in the works for a few weeks now, so yeah, really excited to be here and to get going.
And what have your initial impressions been since arriving in North Wales and obviously joining the club?
Yeah, like I said, I've only been here a couple of hours so far, but everyone I've met seems really friendly. There's obviously a massive buzz around the club, and that was one of the big attractions of why I wanted to come here.
And those attractions, obviously Wrexham now in League One, back-to-back promotions. Just how much of an appeal does that have as a player when you're looking at somewhere to go?
Yeah, huge. I mean, to have back-to-back promotions, the club's obviously doing something very right from the outside looking in. And yeah, like I said, when you're kind of on the verge of moving, it's definitely something you look at. And yeah, there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
And then in terms of your former clubs, Rochdale and then Rotherham previously, you would have played with Seb, who's another new addition during the summer. Are there any other of the lads that you know, any other of the lads that you've played with previously?
Yeah, so I played with Andy Cannon when I first signed for Rochdale. That was a long time ago now. And I also played with Owen O'Connell at Rochdale as well. Yeah, so both good friends of mine. I'm looking forward to catching up with them.
And just how important it's to have those familiar faces and maybe those sounding boards when you are thinking about the move as well?
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to Owen a lot throughout the whole thing. And I gave Seb a call last week, so obviously he was new. And like I said, they both raved about the club, and everyone here, he said it's a really family-orientated club with a great atmosphere, and yeah, they raved about it.
And then for you personally, how have you found the whole process, and how excited are you at the prospect of starting the season in League One with the club?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like a few weeks. It's kind of been in the works. It's taken a little bit longer than I wanted, but really glad it's here now, and yeah, it's going to be a long season, but I'm hopeful that we'll have another successful season.
And then for the supporters who may not be aware of you as a player, what can they expect from you when you step onto that pitch?
Yeah, I think probably renowned for energy, hard work, but then I'm also like to get on the ball as well in midfield and try and make things happen. I'm sure they'll see quite early on what I'm all about.
During your time at Rotherham, you obviously gained a promotion from League One. You've had experience at this level before. Just what should you expect from playing in this division?
Yeah, it's relentless. It's a long season, and you kind of have to be on your best form throughout. You can't kind of afford to go hot and cold. You need to go on like good runs, pick up a lot of points. But obviously stick together as you do with any season. But I think looking at the squad, I think there's more than enough quality to have a really successful season.
And speaking to Owen and speaking to the other players that you've previously had relationships with at other clubs, just how is the club sold and how is the fan base sold? Because obviously, as you can see with the Rex Coast Tour and everything that's going on around the club, it's a very passionate fan base and one that gets right behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when I've spoken to the manager, he emphasised that to me. He said this is a fantastic place to come in and work. He said it's been probably the best period of his career. He had nothing but good things to say, and everyone I spoke to has just said it's something you can't miss out on, and I'm glad I'm not going to.
Just finally, if you had a message for those supporters, what would that be?
Just really looking forward to meeting you. I've always had a good rapport with the supporters at both my previous clubs, and I'm hoping that will be the same here.
Cheers, Ollie. Welcome to Wrexham.
Cheers.